Wedding guests so bad, bride and groom asked them to leave reception. Dare with me. This happened almost 3 months ago as of posting this, and some details might be foggy or forgotten since then. I'll try to recount the events as best as I can. I work in catering and at an event back around Father's Day weekend. There was a wedding that was possibly the group's worst encounter with a guest. The evening started off rough with the wedding coordinator rearranged the tables so all the tables, numbers, and guests were off sync with the paperwork we had. When it came to serve dinner, we were all confused on where to go and who to serve. Tables were getting half-served and mixed meals. Not a huge problem and fixable, but that was just a precursor to what was to come. During dinner there was this one guest who stopped one of my coworkers and wanted to exchange their meal. Even though they already started eating, they had a fillet cooked at a medium. Not a problem, we change meals whenever we need to. They start eating. The second meal, they wanted the same thing. They stopped the same coworker and asked to take it away, and they started eating off of their husband's plate instead. After dinner and some cleanup, that guest, who we found out was the bride's aunt, decided to eat off of the maid of honor's dinner plate while she was off dancing. One coworker, the same one she stopped before, told her to not eat that food, especially because she wasn't given permission to eat it. Everything was quiet until we put out a late-night station, soft pretzels with dipping sauces. As we were waiting for the pretzels to heat up, we put the dipping sauces out on the table so everyone knew more food was coming, and the aunt comes up to the station with her daughter and start to put the dipping sauces straight onto plates. Problem was we didn't even put out spoons. They were using their fingers and hands to put the sauces onto the plates. 3 different coworkers, including the manager of the event, saw the 2 ladies do this, in which the 2 declined that they did it. We had no choice but to throw all those sauces away. The aunt went to one of the coworkers, who is one of the nicest people I work with, and starts getting in her face and starts calling her a liar and a drunk. And it got to a point where that coworker wanted to call the police on the aunt. When we thought it was over, the aunt comes to the back of house asking for the manager. The manager comes out and the aunt starts getting in the manager's face asking for names of people. We were wearing name tags, and starts calling the manager a drunk and liar, even though there were multiple people who saw her do this. The aunt said things like, "Let me see it on camera. I'm going to leave a bad review on Yelp. And I work this hotel in Chicago." While this was going on, I was standing as my manager's impromptu bodyguard. As a result of that, she was cut off from the bar, and the bride and groom were told about that incident. The couple decided to have the 2 ladies leave their wedding and escorted them out of the wedding venue. The bride and groom were firmly on our side with everything that happened. To top the night off, at some point while everyone was dancing, the DJ was getting a drink from the bar, and a different guest decided to go behind the DJ booth and change the entire wedding playlist. The DJ saw and yelled so loud at the guest it was heard over the music. Shortly after, that guest left. It was one of, if not the, worst experience I had with a guest at a wedding, and my first experience with a Karen, and honestly, it kind of lived up to the hype. LOL.